Oh, no. I looked longer. By the time you looked away, I actually said, that was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married.
Very interesting. I think we just busted Kody in another lie. And that is what we're going to be discussing today. You guys, yeah, no. We're not going to let him fall for the slide. We're not going to let this slide at all. We just busted Kody and Robyn lying about their love origin story. And I believe that Meri was tricked. I really do. Now I believe that Meri was tricked. I don't know if they were supposed to let this slide. We talked about it a little bit last night, and I was like, wait a second. Am I just super sick here? Am I missing something? Let me go back. Let me look at the facts. And if we're right about it, then we need to go live. And that's exactly what we're doing. We were right. We are going to go over old footage, old scripts, or why can't I speak? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like all meted out. I'm still, if I sound like a bullfrog, it's because I'm sick. I have had lack of sleep. So anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm not on my A game, but don't worry. We have a lot that we're going to uncover tonight. Thank you for everyone for coming. Thank you for everyone watching on the replay. If I pause for a second, it's because I don't want you to hear me coughing and hacking. So if there's a brief pause, that's why. I'm probably grabbing a water or sipping some warm beverage back here so that I sound less bullfroggy, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's just get into this. Hold on. Yeah, exactly, Victoria. Victoria said they have so many different versions of how they met. I've lost count. Agreed. That's what we're going to go over today. So yeah, this is so interesting because what Kody just said, he never mentioned his unnatural looking at Robyn to where it was pretty much salacious and inappropriate. He never talked about that. He's very brazen now, I guess, now that he doesn't have any wives to impress. But Robyn, because once again, this is going to stroke her ego. We talked about it last night, how it's the two ego strokers, the two manipulators manipulating each other. So it would only benefit him at this point to talk about how attracted he was to Robyn in the beginning, how he was looking at her basically inappropriately. Never was that brought up in the book. Never was that brought up in season 1. Of course, why would he bring that up to his other wives? That would be insane, right? So let's just recap because we were not going crazy from what we heard last night. I want to play that again before we get into the past. Give me 1 second. So, oh, I love this. Okay, so Renee said, I completely agree that Kody and Robyn are cringe, but I was really into last episode. What do you mean, Renee? What do you mean? I want to know. Can you expound upon that? What does that mean? You were really into this last episode. Do you mean you were into seeing their first date? Or not first date. It was kind of like a first date. You know, we always talk about how Kody and Robyn, well, not we, they talk about how they have such chemistry and Cody's never felt like this with anyone else. So it was nice to see them. I mean, listen, put up or shut up. I would love to see your hot date night. I failed to see the chemistry, but whatever, it is what it is. 49ers freaks. So thank you for being here. 49ers said, so I watched the episode and Kody and Robyn are so cringe to me. You know, I feel like that's the word of the day is cringe and cringy. Okay. So let me go. Hold on. I want to go back to Kody and like his weird church talk. Okay, let's see. Where was he? Here it is.
Absolutely.
And you're okay with me going to church? Like, you're not going to have some sort of problem with that? I mean,
as long as you guys aren't blocking me out. Like, I want to come. You don't want to go too long without me because I don't want some guy thinking you're a single mom.
He's so weirdo. He's so weird. Okay, where is it? Where is
Robyn? And they were sort of trying to get around me and to her.
Oh my gosh, where are you, Kody? Just talk about Robyn.
We made that gaze. That connection.
No, I made that.
Oh, no. I looked longer. By the time you looked away, I actually said, that was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married.
Such a weirdo. Darlene, thank you for the $5 super chat. Good to see you, Darlene. Darlene said, and I had blamed Meri for bringing this homewrecker in. I apologize. I should have known. Play favorite song at end, please. Okay. I will, Darlene. Yeah, I know. Meri got played too. We're gonna go over that in a second. That's what it seems like. See, Meri, we're gonna go over. I feel like the manipulators were manipulating, and I'm telling you, I have we have a whole like we have a whole chart to go through. It'll be good. It will be good. And I apologize too, Meri, because you were basically an unwitting co-conspirator in a way. In a way, I mean, I still think that you would hold Kody's secrets. And she basically already professed in a recent interview. She said she's doing a tell-all, but she's not going to basically out him for anything. So she's still protecting him. Aunt Lydia, anyone? I mean, I feel like Meri, if people know the reference, you know the reference. But I feel like Meri will be Kody's Aunt Lydia until the end of time. I don't see that changing. So I don't think that we're going to be getting the expose, the tell-all that we think that we're going to be getting. But anyway, thank you, Darlene. Okay. So I think there was one other thing. Is there one other thing that he said before we get into the past? Hold on.
And we locked eyes. And I couldn't break away.
Okay. So he couldn't break away. It was super inappropriate. He basically, right? That's basically what he's saying. Okay, so let's go back to what the book said. Let's go back. That's what we're doing today, right? We're catching Kody and Robyn in their nefarious lies. So let's go here. Okay, so here's what the book says, okay? And once again, we're comparing it to what we just heard. The bombshell that we just heard less than 24 hours, or no. Yeah, less than 24 hours ago. Or exactly 24 hours ago at this point. Okay, so Robyn first saw Kody during a visit to her cousin Reba's church. The thing is, when they're talking about this meeting, this lightning bolt that Robyn had and the inappropriate look that Kody just couldn't stare, he couldn't take his eyes off of his lady love, all of that. We don't know where it happened. So maybe it did happen at the church, at cousin Reba's church. Robyn, cousin Reba's church. Maybe it did. I'm not denying that that is the case. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that all of this did happen at Reba's church. Why he's eyeing someone inappropriately at church, I don't know. But I digress. Let's keep going. Okay, so here is in the book. Robyn is quoted as saying, "I'm not exaggerating when I say I felt as though I'd been shot through with a bolt of lightning." Robyn wrote of the encounter saying she was stunned and embarrassed by her response because these two. So this is aligning with what Robyn said. Robyn's really not necessarily the liar here. Robyn is more cunning than Kody is. I don't even think he was thinking at the time when he spouted this out. Or maybe he doesn't give a damn because his number one agenda now is to stroke Robyn's ego and to keep her. So maybe it was strategic. Who knows? But what was interesting is these two basically kind of adulterers both knew that what they were doing was inappropriate, right? Kody basically said he was kind of like he felt shame because he's gawking at this woman, right? So that's an admission on Kody's part. And then on Robyn's part, in the book, she didn't say it last night in the episode, but in the book, she said that she was stunned and embarrassed by her attraction to Kody. You can call it sexual tension. You can call it sexual chemistry. You can call it a bolt of lightning. Wink, wink. Whatever. You could call it a sign. It is what it is. But just keep that in mind. Okay? Mama Cat said, not enough shame. That is true. That they obviously did not have enough shame because they went through with it, right? All right. Let's keep going. All right. Determined not to enter into anything lightly due to her divorce, Robyn, okay, this is Robyn being benevolent. Listen to this, you guys. Robyn being the benevolent, spiritual, like all-knowing, just altruistic saint that she is, the prophetess that she is, she pushed aside those dirty feelings And she was like, no, out with you. I don't want anything to do with you. And she was just being benevolent, you guys. She was like, I don't care about this man that I have a huge attraction to. You know what I'm going to do? I want to develop a close friendship with Meri, his wife, but there's no agenda there. Like, it's pure hearted. And I just have this kinship with Meri, right? That's that's what we're supposed to believe. Okay. And she obviously didn't think anything further of it, didn't ask Meri to push this. She just wanted to be really good friends with Meri. And then Meri, who encouraged Kody to pursue a courtship with Robyn. Isn't that interesting? Sarah K, good to see you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Sarah K said, talking about the girls is really a hot date. That is true. That is true. You know what though? I guess maybe Robyn just wanted to have dinner. And Kody's the one that turned it into a hot date. Did you notice? He's the one that was like, let me see your ring. You were so hot. All the men want you. Like, so yeah, it turned into like, hey, can we go to church? Kody made it a hot date. I gotta say. So, oh, Gail, it's good to see you. Hi. All right. We already did this one, right? Delve closer. Okay. Let's keep it going. Actually, no. Let's just do this. Before we keep going, let's just talk about, let's see here. Robyn's spiritual, no. Yeah, let's do Meri's connection. Okay, so listen to this.
There was definitely a connection with me and Robyn. I just knew that she was a person that I could be friends with, you know, and even more than that, you know, have her in my family and have her love my daughter and all our kids and me love her kids. And you know.
Okay, so question for you, my people, my chat. Where is she? Where's Robyn? Actually, no, let's just do Meri. Okay, so yeah, I want to pause there. I want to see Meri's face. If Meri had known that Kody had been gawking Robyn inappropriately, that Robyn was basically lusting after a man, another woman's man, because she at the time didn't necessarily know that Kody and Meri, I don't even think they were courting. Do you think that Meri would have still pursued that relationship? If she knew, if Meri didn't think that she had been in total control, do you think that would have happened? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Meri still would have introduced them, knowing this whole thing that we now know, this inappropriateness, this chemistry that they had, and put a 2 in the chat if you think no, she would not. 1 in the chat if she still would have introduced Robyn. 2 in the chat if she would have been like, hell no, you are not my friend. I want to see. I do see a 1. Where's the 1? Sharice says 1. Hey, listen, I respect that. But give us a reason. And I see a whole bunch of 2s. I see Sam is like giving a whole bunch of 2s. Yeah, no. And I have a theory about this. We're going to get into that in a second once I show you my little chart. But that is very interesting, is it not? Okay, so let's just go back to the facts. Let's go back. Okay, so remember, she didn't want to enter anything lightly, and she pushed aside those feelings, and she was just being benevolent. Hold on 1 second. I got to take a drink. She was just being benevolent, and she was like, you know what? This is not going to benefit me at all. I just want to be a good friend, and I really like this woman, and we're going to be friends, right? That's basically what Robyn is saying in the book. I just want to have a really good friend with a girlfriend that just happens to be with this person that I've never felt about anyone before. Get out of here. Like, I can't, I'm trying to go along with this, but even me, I'm getting annoyed with me just going along with this story for entertainment purposes, but whatever. Okay, Robyn, that's what we're supposed to believe. Okay, so be it. Okay. Let's keep going. She developed a close friendship with Meri. Remember that, you guys. Remember that. All right. So here's what Kody says in the book. Both Meri and I were convinced that Robyn had a wonderful spirit, kind and profound. Kody wrote, even our brief, hold on one second, you guys. Sorry. Even our brief conversations with her stirred our souls. Chat, I want to know, instead of stirred our souls, what word would you replace for souls? Because I have one. Can you guess? I think that his brief conversation, I think it stirred his loins. That's what I think. I think his brief conversation stirred his loins, not his soul. Because what doesn't make any sense to me is why hide that fact? Why not tell it like it is from the beginning? You're hiding it for a reason. You didn't put it in the book for a reason. You didn't tell your wives for a reason. You didn't talk about that at all until your wives left, and you have to keep this one for a reason. This whole thing is for a reason. I can't believe it. This is ridiculous. Hold up. Dorlin says, stirred souls. Wait, let me go back to that. Even had our brief conversation with our with our hormones. I like that. Exactly. Let's see what else. What else? Oh my gosh. Yeah, loins. That's what I think too. Loins. Oh my gosh. That is so graphic. Is below the belt region. I'm seriously, this is so crazy. Dorlin said, one, because Meri had her. Oh, thank you for the explanation. Good. Okay, because there weren't a lot of ones. Number one, because Meri had her own selfish reasons. Meri thought giving him another wife that his like would win her favor. She has always been a pick-me girl. Well, that is true. I mean, but the thing is, okay, yes, I agree with you, but I feel like Meri didn't know that this was coming. You'll see what I'm saying in a second. Actually, let me keep your comment up, Dorlin. I'll come to it in a second because we're gonna get to that. But anyway, yeah. So he had a brief conversation and it stirred his loins. He was very lovesick for her. Remember, he said that it was inappropriate. Let me just go back. Let's go back to what he actually said. And it's like the cat that ate the canary, his face.
Because the first time I saw you in our church,
Okay.
we made that gaze, that connection.
No, I made that.
Oh, no. I looked longer. By the time you looked away, I actually said, that was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married. and we locked eyes. And I couldn't break away. And what happened?
There it goes. Okay. I feel like I was muted. Sorry. Dang it. I'm sorry. I'm not on my A game. I know. Really? Okay. Give me a second. So let me read this again. Is that where I was muted? I'm so sorry, you guys. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think I got to. You should have heard me. I was going off. So we'll start this again. Okay. We wanted to get to know her better. I felt an undeniable connection to this woman I had just met, as did Meri. This connection was so deep and so spiritual that it kept us up all night. That is not what was keeping you up at night, okay? Your loins were keeping you up that night. Your hormones, your pheromones, whatever you want to call it, that was keeping you up at night. Stop making this being about a spiritual thing because you just spilt the beans less than 24 hours ago, or exactly 24 hours ago. You spilt the beans. Okay, so just stop. Just stop it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I muted myself. Sorry. That's what it was. Okay, Sarah Irvin says it's just like the wedding dress all over again. They told the Sisterwives one thing, but kept their own little secret to themselves. Manipulation from the beginning. So true, Sarah. That is so true. 49er says, we know what was keeping Kody up. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And it's a little bit gross. Okay. What a weird quote. It is. It is a weird quote. That's why we're going over this, because I wanted to make sure. And yeah, these two stories are not adding up. All right. So I want to go over this. This is like a visualization of what we're supposed to believe. Okay. Here's what we're supposed to believe. We're supposed to believe that Robyn and Kody, back in the day, Robyn had a lightning bolt moment when she saw Kody, something she's never experienced before in her life. And Kody was staring and oogling and goggling at this woman for an extremely uncomfortable amount of time, to where he even felt that it was inappropriate because she could be a married woman. Like, his behavior was inappropriate. She said that the way that she responded, she was embarrassed. And what was the other word? Hold on, let me go back. She was embarrassed and stunned. She was stunned and embarrassed by her response. Okay. Let's just go back to this. So we're supposed to believe that Robyn was being benevolent and she pushed it aside and she was like, you know what? I don't even care who this man is married to. I'm not even paying attention. I don't want to know anything more about him, even though he basically kind of completely changed the way I feel about men. And even though I'm looking for a man, I'm not pursuing him at all. I don't even want to know who his wife is. I just want to make friends with women. And I happen to meet a woman that happens to be married to him. It's so weird. I didn't plan it. This sounds so stupid. This sounds like a bad criminal defense. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is like a criminal that goes in to confess, and or not to confess, I'm sorry. A criminal comes in after a police inquest or something, and they're like, hey, do you want to talk to us without a lawyer? And they're like, yeah, because I didn't do it, and here's why. And you give an excuse, and it's like, you're not explaining yourself well at all. Like, there's no alibi. You're pretty much giving everything away. Like, this, it's just is ridiculous. All right, so that's what we're supposed to believe, right? So we're supposed to believe this had nothing to do with Meri at this point. Nothing to do with Meri at this point. It's Robyn and Kody, okay? And what ends up happening is Robyn's like, you know what? Whatever. I don't want to pursue him. I'm going to go have a friendship with Meri. I don't even care about this guy anymore. I don't care about this guy that I had this spark with and this massive connection that I was ashamed of. Forget it. Forget it. I just want to be friends with this woman. This sounds so stupid. And what we're supposed to believe is that Meri, on her own, she had no idea. But here's the truth, though. I really don't believe that Meri knew. Honestly, we're going to have to get into that because Meri could have been in on this the entire time. Maybe she was. And she's just covering Kody, being Aunt Lydia as she usually is. But let's just say for all intents and purposes, because what I believe happened is that Robyn and Kody, I think they were able to manipulate Meri. I don't think Meri knew the full story. Because I don't think Meri likes being in control. We'll get into that in a second. But I do believe that Kody knows that the way to get to Meri to agree to things is to make Meri believe that she's the one that's in control. If you do that, it makes things a lot easier. Put her in the driver's seat, even though she's an unwitting co-conspirator, like a useful idiot. That's pretty much what I believe that was going on here. But anyway, so you have Robyn's out of it. And somehow Meri, even though she doesn't know the connection between Robyn and Kody, what they just had, Meri's the one that tells Kody, hey, I think that you guys, hit it off really well. I think you should go dance with her. I think you should go talk to her. I think you're hitting. I don't believe that. I think that there was probably some prompting by Kody. And I don't know if that was just like, oh, you should go talk to that woman over there. Like, I bet you guys would be friends. I don't even think he would mention himself. You guys should go be friends. You guys should go talk. Like, what are the odds that this happened without intervention from Robyn and Kody? Like, this is really the story we're supposed to believe? Really? All right. So here's what I want to do. I want to go back because there's some footage that it just, to me, sheds even more light and it makes more sense with everything now. So I think we were talking about Kody's spiritual.
Meri and her literally develop a bond. There was a spiritual drive.
Here we go. Okay, so Kody is going to talk more about Meri's spiritual drive with Robyn. This is such bull. All right, listen.
Robyn and I essentially, Meri and her literally develop a bond. There was a spiritual drive that said to her, this is something that's going to be part of your life.
Really? So we're supposed to believe that Meri's the one that initiated everything. I don't believe that. And so Kody's just going along with it. Well, yeah, I guess if this is your spiritual drive, Meri, even though I wanted nothing more than to be with this woman, we're going to go with your spiritual drive, Meri. Get out of here. Stop it. Right, Sam? I call BS too. Smells like BS. Yes, it does. That's BS. I agree. All my members, please put some lie detector tests in chat. I want to see it because he is telling some fat lies right now. All right. So let's go more into Meri's connection
in my family and have her love my daughter.
Oh, I think we already talked. Okay. I think
and all our kids and me love her kids. And what a blessing it would be to our family and to her as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, I still think that Meri was bamboozled here. Hold on one second. There's no way. Kody is playing the game, and he's playing it while he knows how to play Meri. He knows it. But I do think that Meri knew something. I'm going to go into it in a second. It's when Christine, do you remember how upset Christine was by the whole thing? She felt like she had been blindsided. She felt like basically decisions were being made without her. Do you guys remember that? Hold on one second. I need to get some more water. Okay. I need to have this water by me. Okay. So do you remember that? She was super heartbroken and it was really sad to see. But while they're talking, I zoomed into Meri's face and I don't know if you guys noticed a little something. So watch out when you see Christine and Kody talking, you'll see I'm zooming in on Meri's face and it's for a reason. Okay, so let's listen to Christine here.
Fell out of loop the whole thing. I hadn't met Robyn at all for 3-4 weeks after Meri and Kody did. And so the whole Robyn coming along was making me mad because I hadn't met her. And here Cody's going on and on and on about her. He prays about it. He gets a testimony that, you know, she is definitely someone that he wants in the family.
Okay. Before we go on, so here's Kody selling the dream. He's selling it. He's talking about his testimony, even though before he was basically selling Meri's. So Cody's basically saying, well, listen, you had a testimony. Well, it's only natural that I'm going to have a testimony now too. I mean, my wife is doing, Meri, you are, like, we're doing this together. He knew exactly what he was doing. But watch Meri's face here.
In the family, Meri, same thing, hook, line, and sinker. She's done. And I'm thinking, I'm panicking.
Oh, okay. No, I guess it's not that one. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's the lovesick one. Sorry. Okay, it's not that one. But you see Cody's concerned face here. It's the next one. This is where I want you to look at Meri's face. Okay.
When Robyn and I were new in the relationship, my heart, I was going through some real difficult times, and I'm in Christine's room sobbing.
I remember you. Yeah.
Look at her face. She is not liking this story. Have you guys seen this before? Watch her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm looking at her. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm like, my heart is breaking in a million pieces, all this. And Christine's like, well, you're lovesick, and the only cure is a marriage. You know?
Do you see that? I don't know. I think I did pick up on it before, but it wasn't. I mean, obviously she seems bothered. She seems upset by what they're talking about. And I think we know at this time, was it in the book? Maybe it was in the book, but I know that we read, yeah, I think it is in the book somewhere where Meri thought, remember how she said her, Robyn, and Kody, it was going to be their like little dirty little secret or their little secret. And things had already been bad between Meri and Kody at this time. Do you guys remember this? And so she was thinking that this was going to connect them closer because obviously, how do you get Kody to love you is to do things for him to come why can't I think? It's to check off all the boxes on his checklist, to do everything that he wants you to do. I mean, that's going to get you into his good graces. So I really think that she was thinking, okay, once I do this, our relationship's going to get back on track. And what ended up happening was she thought that the three of them would be doing a lot of things together, going on date nights together, like hanging out as a trio. And afterwards, like once Kody got the go-ahead and the approval of the other wives, he was like, okay, Deuce is like, me and Robyn need to hang out now. And Robyn was fine with it too. Like, we need our bonding time, Meri. Like, we need to know if we're good together. You're not coming. You're not going to be the third wheel. So I think even in that conversation, you could see that it hurt Meri's heart. Let's just go back to that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm looking at her. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm like, my heart is breaking in a million pieces, all this. And Christine's like, well, you're lovesick, and the only cure is a marriage. You know?
That is a woman that is not happy. Not happy. Okay, so Tracy said, and that's a prime example of Christine acting like anyone would and wanting to know, who is this person? What is she like? What is her background? That was her not being a good sister wife. Who wasn't being a good sister wife? Robyn? Yeah, it is. It is heartbreaking. Look at the space between Meri and Kody. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I guess he's more caressing Christine, I guess. But I don't know. It just seems like she's not happy. It just yeah, Meri's face is super sad. So Obviously, something's going on here. And he's talking about being lovesick for Robyn. I think this is when Meri was like, oh crap, like, what did I just do? I had the power before. Because, you know, that's Meri's in her element, controlling things. I found this woman for Kody. I thought that this was going to be our dirty little secret. I thought that we were going to be a trio. And, like, now Cody's crying for her and he's lovesick for her. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he was struggling with in the beginning.
When Robyn and I were new in the relationship, my heart, I was going through some real difficult times, and I'm in Christine's room.
Okay, so he's in Christine's room sobbing. The difficult times, I would love to know. Darlene, I didn't see this until now. Thank you for the $2 super chat. A bolt of lightning straight to the hot box. Oh my gosh. That is a little bit too late, but that is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, that is so Kody was going through it. And I think honestly, I just think that he was pouting. I think at this time, what Kody was pouting about is Christine was kind of pushing back. She was pushing back at this time, and there was a possibility that he wasn't going to get his princess, his Lovejoy, his end all be all, his Romeo to his, or his Juliet to his Romeo. Is that, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. There was a possibility that Christine, if there was any wife that was going to put the kibosh on it, it would have been Christine. And I think he was starting to freak out. So, isn't that interesting? I feel like Meri was tricked. I feel like the origin story, it's too much of a coincidence. Like the odds of this happening, this right here, like with what we just saw, like them, Kody and Robyn having this magical moment, and then them being so benevolent, and the wife randomly out of nowhere, you befriend them without having ulterior motives, and then the wife suggests that you date and that she should be a fourth wife. The odds of that happening, it's like Robyn and Kody won the lottery. And I call BS. If there is there's just a more plausible story that would make more sense than something that's almost unrealistic. Like, no, not almost, beyond unrealistic. There's a story that's realistic. There's one that's extremely absurdly unrealistic. And so, you know, as our girl Judge Judy says, like, you go with what the truth usually is what makes sense. I'm not going to go with the nonsensical. We know what the truth is. And Kody spewing this, where is it? This right here?
Her. Because the first time I saw you in our church,
Okay.
we made that gaze, that connection.
No, I made that.
Oh, no. I looked longer. By the time you looked away, I actually said, that was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married.
Okay, that and this.
And we locked eyes. And I couldn't break away. And what happened to you at that time? I just want to know.
Yeah, we already know, Robyn. A lightning bolt went in, whatever. We already know. Okay. So, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. Not 1 second. All right. So, hold on. Phone lines are open. I see some of you guys backstage. If you do want to call in, just jump in. We want to hear what you have to say. What say you? What do you think about this? Hold on. Let's talk. Let's see. Betty, are you there?
Yes, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Hi, Betty. How are you?
Oh, marvelous, sweetheart.
Thank you for calling in. What
I
do
miss
you
talking
think?
to y'all. I think all three of them lied. And I think that look was not sadness. That was guilt. When she's looking over, she's not just looking at Kody. She's looking at Christine. She knew. 3 weeks, she knew. And that's guilt. That's a look of guilt. Not sad, yes, maybe, but guilt as well. She knew what she was
when
doing.
you say 3 weeks, what are you talking about?
When Christine said they had been seeing each other 3 weeks before she even knew about it. but Meri knew, and the
Oh,
deception
okay.
was there. So that's deception and guilt. And I absolutely believe she would do it 100%. Because maybe after the 10-year mark, things started going downhill for Meri, but she gained a hell of a lot, even if she didn't get all of his affection like she wanted. Look at the houses. She got the not one of the nicest homes. She was, even though she, I mean, I'm not saying she didn't deserve a nice home, but with one child, and then you hear on some of the other episodes where Janelle's saying that Meri's taking resources from children, which she was, by demanding an equal house. When, like, okay, so if you're a family, I mean, like, I had 4 kids and I had to put my resources who needed it. Excuse me. And it was sometimes hard because, like, when I had 2 in high school and 1 in middle school and the high school, and I had to pay for their curriculum. So nothing was ever like, it couldn't be split equal, and I don't believe. But for the first 5, 6 years, she managed to get a hell of a lot out of that relationship by allowing Kody to say and do. Look at that look on that face that you're looking at right now. She's looking directly at Christine, and she knew.
You think so?
Oh, I know she did. You know she did. And I believe in a heartbeat that she would. Well, I mean, if you're capable of that kind of deception, you kept it from the other wives, you're getting something out of it. And she would have done it again just to get on to a little bit of affection from Kody. But she kept it from Janelle. She kept it from Christine. It was going to, like you said, their dirty little secret. She knew.
So
Catfish.
which one? So which one do you think, Betty? Because I could see this going both ways. Do you think that Kody and Robyn decided to come up with a game plan and like kind of bamboozle Meri to do what they needed to do, or do you think
Oh, yeah.
what I mean is did Kody not tell Meri the instant attraction that him and Robyn had, or do you think that he did tell Meri and was like, "Hey, like fix this for me"?
I believe he told Meri, like, hey, Meri, because he knew she was vulnerable. And I'm not saying I don't believe she's not vulnerable, because you can't always be in control. No matter how hard you want to be, you just sometimes can't, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. But I believe he probably went to her and said, hey, and we're in this plural marriage. We've gotten this together, and I need you to make this connection for me, and you're going to benefit from it too, because we're all going to hang out. Like, I believe he deceived her, but she fell for it. And when he deceived her and she went along, she's just as guilty. She went
Okay, so
along with it.
you don't think that Meri knew about the lightning bolts and him staring inappropriately? You don't think that he knew about any, or I'm sorry, that she knew about that, Meri?
I think she did
You don't
know.
think?
I think he came to her privately, made her struck, and I think he coerced her. Like, look, you want me to spend time with you? This is what I need from you to do.
Mhm.
And but I don't believe no lightning bolt hit, because she'd already said she was looking for a man. I mean, who the hell goes to church looking for a man? And
Robyn does.
yeah, right. And Jesse, great. Sorry, my dog. I
No,
apologize,
no,
my dog.
you're fine. You're fine. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Betty. You guys, please give it up for Betty. That was awesome. We always appreciate your input. Um, okay. Let's me see here. All right. Let me take this. Let me take this down. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I thought that that was super fascinating. I thought that that was super interesting. Yeah, I think that we busted Kody and Robyn lying about their love origin story. And I do think that Meri was tricked in some capacity. As far as how far it goes, I don't know. I still feel like maybe Kody was bamboozling Meri, and maybe Meri really did think that she was in control. That makes more sense. She's going to be a lot more happy and sell that if she thinks it's her idea. Actually, isn't that what or not Meri? Give me 1 second. Let me take a drink of water. Sorry, didn't Kody say that before? didn't he say, you know, the best thing that you can do is give Meri, it was when they were looking at the Coyote Pass properties, not just Coyote Pass, I should say Arizona properties, because there was the one by the trees and then there was Coyote Pass. And I'm pretty sure Kody said something even back then, like, you know, Meri needs to have her own idea and her own plan of things. She needs to find her own and make it her own. It was something like that, which is why Meri went against Coyote Pass at first and she found her own because it was something special that Kody and her found on her own. And I'm just like, well, you know her and you know that that's her MO. And that I wouldn't be surprised if you used that same MO back when it came to Robyn. So anyway, yes, we caught them red-handed, you guys. There's still a lot to go over. We still haven't gone over anything that Meri was talking about, which we have to. By the way, don't forget this. I really want to know, what do you guys think? This is a preview that's coming up with Robyn. We talked about it yesterday, but I don't think I asked you guys what you think she's talking about. Hold on. Listen to what Robyn says here.
Been gaslit like crazy. I was hearing some feedback from family about the accusations being made against me.
There's a jealousy and dislike that they've had toward Robyn, especially Christine and Janelle.
I feel like I've been gaslit like crazy.
Oh, poor Robyn feels like she's been gaslit like crazy. What do you think that she's talking about? What accusations do you think that we're going to hear in the upcoming episodes for this season? What accusations could be coming up? Like, all I'm saying is I already know the accusations that we've had. This seems like there's new accusations. So what those could be, I'm so confused. Like, we already know she manipulates Kody. She monopolizes his time. We know that Cody's always over at Robyn's. Like, we know that Robyn manipulates Kody, but we've heard those accusations for the past 3 or 4 years. Let me play it again, because doesn't it seem like Robyn's shocked by these new accusations? Hold on, let me go back. Let's just play it again.
I was hearing some feedback from family about the accusations being made against me.
There's a jealousy and dislike that they've had too.
Doesn't it seem like that's new accusations? I would love to know what the heck that's about. So it'll be interesting to see if it's new or if it's the same old accusations, which I don't know why Robyn would be surprised now. It just seems weird. It's the same stuff that's been going on for years. So why you're upset, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. So there's still a lot that we have to get over. I feel like every day I'm getting a little bit better and have a little bit more energy. So hopefully tomorrow I can go and who knows, you guys, if I get a good night's sleep, maybe we'll go live tomorrow morning. If not, I'll probably be sleeping and NyQuiling it up. And then maybe we can go live at night. It just depends. Like, it's so weird right now because I'm still recovering. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Robyn and Kody, we know how big of a liar that you are. And you just showed it last night. And I think that we proved and showed your ass today. If you guys haven't seen the deep dive, that is out on my main channel. Please check it out now. It is how Christine and Kody went from loving to basically loathing each other. It's their relationship from start to finish with epic deep dive. Check it out. I will pin it in the comment section and also in the description so you can watch it after this is over. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But first, let's do some videos to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to play mine first because I love this one. And Kody, this is dedicated to you.
Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Kody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat. He is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children? You haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Kody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat
Okay.
dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him.
Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
You a deadbeat!
Deadbeat. He is selfish. Deadbeat. He seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of. Deadbeat.
Who divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are asking. What went wrong?
Well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch life. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee. That's on TV. That's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me. Come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature. That's like every other week. Talk behind my back. I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Hold up.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information.